my whole experience within the past year at Walden University. A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of stress. I am in the psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner program. So keep in mind, this is my experience. It doesn't mean that you're going to have the same outcome. You can either learn from it or be on a lookout for it. Let's go ahead and start with the con. As you guys know, Walden University is 100% online classes. So there is zero face-to-face interactions. Everything is email. You're by yourself studying. You know, it definitely is different online classes versus in-person classes, because in in-person classes you obviously would have to build that emotional connection. Another con for me is, of course, it's very expensive. It's for-profit university, so I'll leave it at that. One point of time, I don't know if this is a full turnaround or a full change in all the classes. When I started, to be honest with you, I was kind of ticked off because there's no lectures. There's no PowerPoints available. I don't know, it's just that you're kind of left by yourself studying. You know, if you need any help or whatnot, you reach out to your professor or your instructor, or you reach out somewhere else. You depend on YouTube videos to supplement your readings, because sometimes reading, obviously you can't read 10 chapters in a week and retain that. So I tend to kind of supplement that with good YouTube videos so that I can understand the whole concept of what I'm learning. Anyhow, that's one of the things what I don't like about Walden University. However, for the last couple of classes that I have been taken, they have been offering a weekly or recorded video. No PowerPoints available yet. So I'm not sure if that started with the other classes as well, but that's something new. And also something new too is that, you know, every week they go ahead and basically have a live Zoom, and at the end there's a Q&A portion. So if you're lost, you can actually ask a professional or instructor will be able to answer your questions right there. So I thought that's kind of pretty good. So what I didn't like about Walden instructors are they're all different, right? They grade different. Some of them wasn't basing it on rubrics. Some of them are basing it on rubrics. Some follow directions, some doesn't follow directions. Some will quickly, you know, take off points for something like just minimal, and some wouldn't. In this case, I feel like instructors make or break their own rules. Walden University advertises or promotes saying that their program is designed for working nurses. This is kind of correlated to what I was saying about the instructors making up their own rules and regulations or whatnot. For example, let's just say for a discussion board that we have to do, the week starts from Sunday to Saturday. Some instructors would not want to, I don't know if this is a Walden thing or just instructors, because there's some instructors out there that would release the whole case study for the whole semester, and some wouldn't. At least for me, I'm a working adult, very busy with family, with work life and school life. I don't have the time to actually log on Sunday every 2 hours to see if my case study is there, and then it doesn't pop up on a Sunday. On a Monday, I don't have the time to kind of look. I work because I don't know about you guys, but I work at 3 12-hour shifts, and it's predictable 6 weeks in advance, and that's how I manage my whole time. However, if the instructor is not releasing it, and I keep on stressing it out because I have to get the case study, because I have to read the case study, I have to research, right, in order for me to produce a valuable input to the discussion post, it just stresses me out. So anyhow, you definitely have to go log in, get your case study on a Monday. Sometimes they wouldn't release it until, I don't know, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or like I've seen one at like 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And guess what? At 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm driving to work on a Monday. You know, so that means that I'm working. I get out on a Tuesday and I have to sleep because I have to come back that day, and the post is due on a Wednesday, right? So that's just one of the example. I just don't like the fact that, it's not fully uniformed. It's kind of one of those things that I like to plan ahead of time. I can't just have a case study given to me and I literally have 48 hours to answer. I just can't. Okay, so I'm rambling on. Let's move on to the next. So there was a moment, again, I'm speaking of my previous whole year with Walden University, okay? My student advisor just pretty much sucked. Like, it was stressful because at the beginning I didn't need him. I was doing what I had to do up until like when I took my advanced health assessment where I failed. Actually around that time, because when I was just starting off to that, I wanted to change to the psych NP program, and literally it took like 3 months getting contact with this student advisor. Then after that, he pretty much wasn't really communicating well with me. He wasn't, I guess I was needy at the time because I did fail advanced health assessment, whatever, I call it needy, and I was kind of confused. I was lost. I was angry. I just went on to this big rant. After advanced health assessment, I got an email suddenly, but I was told he left the position. I did get a new student advisor, very proactive. I love him. I don't talk to him as much. Actually, I haven't spoken to him because everything is just online. He's very responsive. When I send him an email, he sends me an email back. So kudos on that one. I don't have any issues of that now. However, I'm still going to put this in my con basket just because this was my previous experience with my student advisor. The last one would be you can't control your class enrollment. How do I say this? I guess you can't enroll yourself in specific classes, right? So it's not like, I don't know, is this like a grad program thing where you're in track and you can't enroll? So I guess what I'm saying is that, so you don't have the option to take what classes you kind of want to take. And you don't even have the option to withdraw from the class. You actually have to contact your student advisor and he or she can do that for you. To be honest with you, there's more cons than the pros, but that's okay. We'll still talk about the pros because, we're being transparent. One of the pros for me, and this is one of the reasons why I attended Walden University, is because they are 100% online classes. I don't have to go and attend a Zoom meeting. I don't have to go to classes. I don't have to go and leave my house in order for me to complete the classes, with the exception of your 4 clinical rotations. Financial aid, nursing field experience are all awesome. Never have an issue with them. I gotta give them a kudos. Another pro for me is that their platform is very easy to use. It's intuitive, it's responsive. I don't have any issues with it. I never had any issues with it except for when they have a downtime or whatnot. But navigating the whole platform is definitely super easy and super convenient to use. Here's the big question. Would I do it all over again? And would I attend Walden University? After all, there's more cons than pros, right? Looking into a big picture as far as where I am right now in life, it works with my personal life, works with my family life, it works with my work life. Would I attend Walden University again? The answer is yes. I'm going to sound like a hypocrite here because I have a rant video for Walden University. I also have an under investigation for Walden University. And that's just all being transparent. Nothing is going to be perfect, right? I'm not perfect. Universities, colleges, they're all not perfect. They have their pros, they have their cons. People complete them, people do not complete them, leave them. But honestly, with all the rants, with all the emotions, Walden University is what I have. Not going to go ahead and pretend that this university is so bad. At the moment, at the time, if I go to a different university, I'm probably going to have some of the cons that I have for Walden University. I'm probably going to have a different type of cons, right? I just can't wait to complete this program so that I can practice. Plus, I have to say there's not a lot of psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner program out there. I don't want to say I don't have a choice. I'm comfortable where I am.